Hello, welcome to the stream. How is everybody today? I've had a long day of trying to do WebSockets again. It's been a while since I've done them, but I finally got it working. We've got this new overlay, the intro screen you just saw, all out of Unity, connected to my OBS, and over the next few weeks we'll be making a lot of changes to it, improving it, getting some cool features in. And I think eventually we will make the library public, and we'll do that on stream. And I'll make the library because I've hacked it together today. But we'll make the library properly, and we'll build it to the API that's existing with Streamlabs OBS. And anyone who also wants to stream and build an overlay in Unity, like I have, can have a lot less stress while trying to implement it. And that would be the hopes, at least. But today, I don't know what we're going to do. Let's open up the Trello and have a look. So that's what I have been doing today. It's not done yet, far from. We've got importing textures as a tool. We've got record time for challenge serialized data. And hey up, Kevin, you alright? And we've got create rover wheel mesh. I think we'll be doing the serialized stuff. Oh god, what's going on? I've bugged it. I'll just release the... Yeah, okay. So, I think we'll hack this together today, because I don't feel like writing a huge leaderboard system. Not my bug, though. Someone else's bug. Let's see here. Are you even watching, or are you just listening? So, licenses. So one thing we didn't do was delete that bridge. So we're going to delete that bridge. Since we refactored last time. Be gone. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching anyway. Hope you're not too stressed with moving. It's not long now. As is tradition with the start of the stream, we will play the game and try and beat our score. Or a score. Since Leaderboards isn't implemented yet. But we'll do one at a time. We try to beat 8 seconds every time. Which for some I think is impossible. But we'll try. We always try. Oh, you know what? It's not maximized. Let's get it full screen. Nope, 8.05. Not good enough today. Let's try the second one. Ooh, normally I nosedive that one. Ah, and I crashed. Big fail. And this one's the hardest one. Actually, I did quite well. Not under 8, but I don't think we'll ever be under 8 on that. Under 12, that's a record for us. Under 12 is pretty good. 11.89. Not too bad on the last one coming up, my favorite one. This doesn't feel so good. No, I messed up. I don't know what went wrong. I think I clicked at the start. Let's give it one more try. Ah, okay, we failed. No score today on that one. Okay, so we did good on the third one. That was a record one. Alright, let's take out that UI. That's really annoying. Home. We threw it in just to see what it would look like, and I feel like I don't like it. right now at least. So it was name and credits. I don't want to delete them. I just want to turn them off. There we go. That makes me feel better. So leaderboards. Where to start? So license state should be the guy to update them. So let's make a function that does that. Private void set. Set best score, best time, best score. Will all of them be time based? Yeah, they have to be, right? They don't have to be. We'll do best score and make it a string and then just pass it back afterwards, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. So string score. And then, like I said, the hacky way. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At first I was thinking there will not be any other type of scores or like other than time. But then I was thinking, well, you could do something where you collect things, and if you miss them, then you know you've not got the max score, so that wouldn't be a time, that would be just a collection. So yeah, I think you're right. And we can just serialize them all as a string and then pass that as each independent. Oh, that's gross, actually. It's almost like there's two scores. There's the readable UI score, and then there's a serialized score, which means player prefs wouldn't help me here. Well, okay, it could. I just serialize two things, right? With separate IDs with suffixes or prefixes. Yeah, let's do that. I wrote enough persistent files in my life to I just don't want to do it again today. I just want to see it working and then decide from there. Nah, we're not calling that score, don't be silly. So the score will be whatever the score is. So this wants to be some kind of we've got the challenge data, I believe. Yeah, and the name of it. Not the title, because I don't think the title gives it enough of the name. Let's hope I don't change the naming convention. And then underscore score. But there needs to be some kind of readable score. I'll just call it readable score. Readable score. It sucks, but it'll do. Alright, and then we need to save it, otherwise it doesn't actually save it to the registry edit. So what we don't have at the moment is the actual game manager passing that score back up to this guy. I probably need to make a bunch of utils that turns the score to a serializable score and a readable score as well, because that might be different per game mode, or should be if we make a different type of score. Okay, so exit leaves the game mode, which isn't the same as end, but we did add a thing called end. So how do we get a hold of the game manager? So this guy on end, which isn't the same as exit. End is completing the game. We'll listen for something, and that on end can spit out the string. Should I make a model for this? Probably, right? Public interface I license score. We'll make that in its own file. I license score. And that just needs 2 strings, score and readable score. Oh. What's its problem? What have I done wrong? Oh, sure. I don't care. Ugh. Okay, okay. Okay. I remember how to code, don't worry about it. And then this can pass up the oh. Interesting. Nah. We don't call that iLicense score, we just call it iGame score. Oh, it is only licenses though. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want the 2 modes to be coupled so much. So we'll go with that. Yeah. iLicense score, it doesn't like that. But I'll have to get over it. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. Off this, iLicense manager. iLicense score. There we go. Oh, that's not the right one. It's on end. I always get confused between those. They both start with an E and very similar sized. So on end, and then this now can take the iLicense score, and then score dot score. Oof. License score dot score dot readable score. There we go. I wonder if we can do something a bit cleverer. Yeah, I like that more. If we change the variable, then it actually changes the serialized data of it as well, which is at least a little bit better than what we had before, or what we were going to have, at least. At some point, we will rewrite the whole saving thing when it gets a bit more complicated, but we're going to go for just the license mode for now, and as simple as possible. Get it working, then refactor. Refactoring is my favorite part, so let's build it up to a lot and then all right, it's that simple, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's the abstract one. We actually want to deal with the only licensed game manager we have right now, which is called License Stop Zone Manager. And then we handle the stop timer there, and now we need to call end with the score. Which, how do I get the score then? So we'll obviously want to make a new and then type, but we'll make it private in here because nothing else will ever, no other managers should be able to use this specific store. This is score, sorry. This is license stop zone score. We'll seal this while we're here. And this, even though it's private, and yeah, still helps. Still helps. Very minor. And then it just needs to implement the iLicense score, which is those 2 things. And we need to make a public constructor for it. And in the constructor, we can set these guys. And then I don't know how I actually save the score on that. I think it's, is it a timer or is it a time span? I don't remember. It's a time span. That's useful. Time spans are useful. So, new license stop zones. Why suggest it to me and then not use it when I click it? The rider is so irritating sometimes. So this needs to take a time span. Time. We also need to compare this against the highest one, don't we? We'll do that. Let's not forget to do that. So the score itself is time span ticks. We'll save it as the long to string. And that should be fine. And then readable score just equals time time dot to score string. I already, yeah, we like that. I already have it. Yeah. All right. No, that's awesome. I like when things just pull together. Kevin, oops, didn't mean to say that so loud. That hurt my own ears. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what do you think to my overlay on Twitch? Did you notice it's different? Thank you. Is the preview annoying or useful? I know you're not watching it fully, so it's a bit different for you. So you're like a lurker. Also good to the game all the time. Also good to the game? It's looking good. Also good to the game all the time. I don't understand that sentence. Oh, good to see the game. Okay, good. I mean, it's just a looping video of like 12 seconds or something. I didn't know if it would be just a bit too irritating constantly looping there. I was considering making it so when someone enters a chat, just pulling the preview up, maybe in the top right somewhere. Wait, can you not see my cursor in Rider? But you can here. What's that about? Oh, it's there. It's just really dark. That's so weird. On the stream. Oh, thanks, mate. On the stream, the cursor's black, but on my monitor it's white. I've never noticed that. That's so weird. Where were we? So we were putting the score in, so the time span. So we want to get that from the mode controller, which it currently doesn't look like it's even exposed. So we probably want to expose that timer. Yeah. Time span. I guess you would call it score in this particular case. Where is the time span? Elapsed milliseconds. Do we only convert to a time span to display it? Time. Oh yeah, we do. Fine. I'm pretty sure there's a time span dot add. Sorry, time dot add. Oh, but you have to add a time span. You're basically doing that. That's not going to help me then. We'll take this anyway. And we'll just do that. So we'll only access it once at the end of each game, so it's not like it's calling this a lot of the time. So now we have access. We can just plonk that in there. And then we end the game with the new score, which now is that, and then that will, at the moment, it will literally just save whatever our score is, which is interesting. You know what we need? Some kind of score utilities. Okay, so we're going to be doing the same stuff on the... Thank you so much for the follow, Chen Griffey Jr. Thanks, mate. A legend. So we're going to be doing this in two places. We're going to be putting this on our actual manager and on the home view that displays your best scores as well. So instead of writing it twice on each place, I'll just make a utility that takes probably a licensed data and then gets the score or saves the score. Simple as that, yeah. Yeah, and we'll name this actually license score utility because it's gonna be specific to the license, I think, for now. Till I figure out what the actual campaign is gonna be like. And then we can refactor from there. So public static void get score. And we'll take a license data. Sorry, license challenge data. Challenge data. And then we'll probably just copy. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I actually, I will admit, I had music on, the last couple of streams, but the whole DMCA thing, I just get some. I'm not allowed to really play anything good, so I just thought, you know what, I'll let you guys listen to the music. I'm gonna set up like a Spotify listening party because I'm listening to Spotify in my headphones now, so I get the pleasure of the music. But I'll set up a listening party, so if you guys want to listen to the same thing as me at the same time, you can, but it's completely up to you. Which I think is better. I agree. So let's get that player press thing we just wrote. If I can find it. It was on this class. Where did I put it? Oh, was it on the state? Yeah, it was. All right. I'm gonna just cut it because it shouldn't be there in the end. Let's get rid of that. Oops, there we go. And then we can duplicate this. Oh, misclicked. Let's get that back. Oh, it's gone forever. There we go. And this one was set score because I actually wrote the set score first and then for some reason started writing the get score. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Yes, it is. Is it gonna work? I need this. I need the name of this. Yeah, but it's gonna... Yeah. Okay. So, at the moment, that... When you knew it in the constructor, you have to set the data. Where on earth did I put it? Here. No, that's the interface. The thing that extends that. It's in the manager. Not that manager, this manager. So in the derived manager here, so we give it a time span, but when we deserialize it, we don't have, we can't set it, we don't have it at that particular time. So we want our own public constructor that doesn't take any arguments, so it can just be nude. And then we just want to allow me, the programmer, to also set that value. And that way, when we come here, since we're going to be returning one of those anyway, license score, and it's private, isn't it? So this can now be public. This is awkward. It's almost like I need an abstract one as well as the... It's almost like this doesn't need to be an interface. It needs to be a class. with the basically the same thing the other one had, this here, and it can be public get set, that's fine too, and we can have that those constructors as well, exactly the same way. We won't call it iLicense anymore, we'll call it just license score. And then this shouldn't take those. You can have the option of putting in a score and a readable score. Readable score. We don't want string on the end of that. Thanks, Rider, you tried. And that needs to be named the same as this. This dots actually doesn't even need to be this because it's a property. So score, and then readable score can equal that as well. Right, so it's not an interface, it's an abstract class now, one we will inherit from on our class here that we had it all in before. So here we want it to be just license score, and then instead of sticking it in here, well, we could stick it in here, depends what's most readable. We've got two options. We can do this, where we pass it in on the base, or we can set it straight here. It's really up to us. This is more readable. So I think I'm gonna not do the base one. I think I'm gonna do it like this, and it should be fine. Should be fine. And then this can go back to being private, because all this class is doing is deciding how the score is serialized. But this guy is the generic one that's like, yeah, I have a score and a readable score. So they can be private. The utility manager, the utility thing for the score, just use a base one. Doesn't even care what the type is at this point. License score goes new license score, and we made that public constructor with no arguments. I thought non-abstract. Oh yeah, okay, we'll make it non-abstract so it can exist without. Yeah, and this can go back to being license score because it's not an interface anymore. Yeah, and it does have that, and this is never used. So if I made that decision, I might as well stick with it and do that. I might as well. I'm gonna make it serializable. Why, you ask? Because I think because no, I was thinking too far ahead again. I was thinking when we get rid of the player prefs as a serialization, then we can just use this class for the next thing, which is going to be probably Newtonsoft JSON serializing and then system.io to write to disk. That's where we'll be going with it, but for now it's player prefs, and let's not jump ahead of the game. No pun intended. All right, so we've got our. What's your problem? Oh, you don't return the thing yet. There we go. We want to return. We don't want to save because we're just getting. Oh, we are setting. My bad. What am I doing? What am I doing? This needs to be in this one. This is the set. I'm trying to do the get. So we don't need to save in the get. I apologize if my mouse, if it looks like I'm just clicking rapidly a lot. My mouse is breaking. Razer products, man. I love Razer. I love it. I love what they make, but the durability on them is so poor. Every Razer mouse I've bought in the last 3 years, which has been like once a year, actually sometimes twice a year, because I have my MMO one and I have a FPS style one. And the MMO one specifically, the Razer Naga, breaks once a year for me, and it's so frustrating because I had one in 2012. It was my first gaming mouse, official one, and it lasted me like 4 or 5 years, and it was amazing. It was the best thing I ever used, and I have it still. It's in my cupboard over there on display as like the best thing I ever used. But it did break after 5 years, which is a good run to me. That's decent. But these new ones, they sell them as one size fits all, and it doesn't fit my hand that well. It's fine, but I prefer it like the old one. And yeah, it just breaks every year. So it's clicking and releasing my mouse all the time when I'm not actually doing it. So I might accidentally drag text around and stuff sometimes. It's not often. But yeah, rant over. But just in case you were wondering what on earth is going on. So we want to return this guy. And actually, do we want to be... What's your problem? Ah, yes. This one's void because we're just setting it. So if you want to be clever about it, can we do it this way? So score equals... Yes. Yes, we can. Let's just do that. Okay. Can you do license score like that? You can. Oh, that's even better. Why would I even... Oh, that would solve everything. It doesn't like that last value. Oh, yeah, obviously. Because we're not getting... There is a default value that we can push back. That'd just be string.empty. I don't know what I would want there. Give me a moment. I'm just going to get the chat up on the same monitor so I don't have to turn my head so frequently. I know I can grab it from somewhere. Here it is. Pop out. There we go. And just place that on the left of my monitor. You can see it a little bit. Let me just... Yeah, there we go. Should make things a bit easier to see. And then... we want to put this second one in there as well. It doesn't like the default value. That's fine. A string default is just string empty. I don't know why I would have to... I guess it's if I want to put something else in there. Yeah, makes sense. But for me, right now, I'm thinking it needs to be empty. And we can get rid of that line. There we go. All right, so I think this will work just straight out of the box. I am 100% confident. That's what my my friend used to say, who I used to work with. He was always, I'm 100% confident this is going to work. He'd hit play and nope, never worked. Never ever worked. Oh, we can get rid of that. And right, we'll write this one now, even though I literally copied everything I needed and then moved it up and altered it and lost the original, but I'll remember. It was fine. So setting the score, we don't need to set the... Oh, we do. We need to give the challenge data and we need to give the actual score as well. Two things. I mean, the score and the challenge that the score is against. Applies to, rather. We'll call that license score to match. So it should be as simple as... oh, I've done something wrong here. Yeah, okay. Fixed it. No problem. It needs to be set string. Set score. And then this one we need to save. So we've got get score and set score. So now we can go back to here. And we need to give it a time span, which I thought that was... Ah, I haven't updated this to take a license score yet. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And this as well. Which should be score license score utilities dot set. score. License score. Alright, what we're going to do is before we check to see if it's the best score and not just a score, we're just going to set every score and just see if that works. And to know that it works, because obviously I'm not actually getting the score anywhere, we're just going to quickly go to the home view, the home controller rather. That's an empty thing. Let me just delete that. That's clearly not being used. Ah, delete, delete, delete. Yep. Home state, that's what it is. It's the home state. So the home state creates a license options controller. The license option controller loads all the license data, which has all the challenge data in it, and then we loop through those challenge datas, and we create a button for it. And when we create that button has a text element on it that we want the best score to be displayed on. We get the element back here, and that's when we have the opportunity to say element dot, and then it doesn't have the score public yet, the text, sorry, public, but we will make that public. We'll call it best score text. No, we'll call it set best score. It'll be a function, set best score. And then that will take the score utilities, license score utilities, that'll get score, and that the only thing we had to do was pass the challenge data, which, as I said, we're looping through the challenge datas. Yeah, so all we have to do is pass that in, that'll get the score, give it back, and then that element, actually we want to just get the readable score from it. And this element now can do that, we'll set that up here. So best time text. So we have the thing already. We actually already have something called set best time, not set best score. Let's call it set best score. And the set best score takes a time span, but we're trying to be more generic here, so we're going to make it take a string called score, and we'll push that score into it. Yeah. I think we've done it. I think that'll be enough. Let's run it and find how badly broken it is. Let me just fit this back to the screen. There we go. Engage. Ah, that didn't seem to fully work. Oh, we haven't set any scores yet, obviously. All right, let's go set a score. All right, 8 seconds and 97 milliseconds. We go back, 8 seconds and 97 milliseconds. All right, that is what we expected. Now, in theory, if we unpause the game, or unplay the game, stop the game, is probably more grammatically correct, and then play again, it should load that score. And it did. Perfect. So now the last test, which isn't our intended final behavior, but is the expected behavior right now, is to set another score that's not the same value. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh my god, it was so close as well. What was the last one? Oh no, it wasn't 19, was it? It was 97 or something. Okay. So we're looking for 8 seconds and 17 milliseconds. So that should be set now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Give me a heart attack then. All right. So what we want to do now, let's head to our license state. And we'll just get that score. We'll do get score. So we'll call that utility class we just made. We can call get score, pass it our challenge data. Now we've got our best score, and we can do best score dot score, which was a string, which could make things difficult. But we'll figure it out. Hold up. How are we gonna do this? All right, so time span. Try pass. I don't know if it can take like some kind of formatting to know like how I originally. Let's see what we've got. iFormat provider. Perfect. iFormat provider is an interface. Can I just give it back the reverse of? I wonder what the string even looks like. In theory, it should look. Oh, I can't run it. Like what we see on the main menu. So 00 colon 08 colon 90. Sorry, 17. That's what we set, wasn't it? I'll just double check to make sure I'm right in what I'm saying. Oh, there's no colon. Okay, so there's no colon. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there's a difference between the score that you show people. Oh yeah, but we know that. It's ticks. It's ticks. I already did that. From ticks. Yeah, it's that simple. That's why I saved 2 versions of the score, so I could do this. Score is ticks. Oh, it's best current score. What am I doing here? Okay. Current best score, dot score from ticks. String too long. 1 second. I need Google for this bit. Come on. Need to figure out how to convert a string to a long properly. Is it as simple as that? Let's give that a try. Looks like it exists. Okay. Now what's the problem? Oh my god. Ticks. Oh, okay. It's not complaining about the formatting. It's complaining about... Yeah, obviously. Oh, why do I even need to convert it to a time span then? I don't. Just use the ticks. More ticks equals more time, right? Yeah. But we want less time. So if ticks is more than our current ticks. Best ticks. Let's do it the nicer way around. So score ticks. If score ticks is less than... Thank you very much, Kevin. Took you long enough. Just kidding. Score ticks less than best score ticks. Yeah. If it's equal to, you don't want to change it. So, and then we set the score if that's the case. And that way, it should always be the best score. Oh, double clicked. So we'll set the next one. Okay, so I'll do a long score this time. That was heading, it looked like it was heading to be a really good score as well, and I braked to ruin it. Alright, so we've got 14 seconds and 80 milliseconds. So exit. Oh. Oh no. Input string was not in a correct format. Alright, let me double check what on earth I'm doing here. String. Where do we make this guy? Oops, not inherit, make. Yeah, license. Oh, gross. Look at all this unused namespaces in here. Not the license state then. What is the next guy? It's the manager, isn't it? It's that guy. No? Oh, that's the abstract one. The non-abstract one. This one. Yes. We make one of these. We set the score as a text to string. And the readable score is just the score to... we didn't even change that. Nothing changed there. Where's this error coming from? Line 82 on the state. Ah, this bit. Oh, I didn't like passing. Well, it should have, but this anyway should have been that, so that would have been a mistake. But I guess it didn't like the passing of the string. Input string was not in a correct format. I mean, I don't believe you. You're gonna have to prove it to me. So I've attached the debugger. We'll run it and breakpoint that line. Right, I have to have that drink of water. Delicious. Alright, we'll try that again. Judging by the fact that the 8 on the first license was there, suggests that originally it was serialized incorrectly, but the second time it wasn't. Which means I changed something of the way it's serialized, according to this. Oh no, it's just that this line is in here. Okay, no, I'm wrong. So, let's get that score. And the score is empty. It's empty. Yeah, it doesn't have a score. Okay. So what, you're going to fail on that because of that? Why are we going round in circles on this breakpoint? Come on. How many times did you do that? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, we found another bug. Besides this one here, where the actual value is empty. That one's easy to solve. We'll just do string is null or empty. And to not do it if that's the case. And then always set the score because there is no score set. Yeah. The second bug was that the calling end to the game called what, like 5 times? Sorry about that. Didn't realize the time. Okay, let's continue. So let's get rid of this. And yeah, it was firing off like 5 times. So we call end when the vehicle is stopped in zone. Let's put a log in there. Make sure that it's coming from here. Might not be, but I think it is. If this gets called 5 times, I know that the trigger itself in the world that is listening for the vehicle to stop in it is calling it too many times. Which actually is a really good chance that's the case. I kind of remember the code. And it's running in an update loop, I think. So actually it's running in on trigger stay, I think. So we'll check that out. The other bug should be fixed though, the checking the best score. Yeah, okay, so we got it 5 times. So it is that. Okay. But we didn't get the error, and we're on 963. So we exit out, we should see 963. We do. Let's try and beat that score. I set myself up fairly hard score to beat. Not that hard, but depends how badly I mess up. Okay, I messed up completely. Let's start again. Come on. Oh, just too fast. There we go. 8-7. So if we go back, it should say 8-7. And if we go back into the game and get one larger than 8-7, it should stay as 8-7. Okay. 12:47. So if we go back. Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't that work? If there is the best score, then pass the score to a long, pass that score to a long. And if score ticks is less than best score ticks, so score ticks is our current score, best score is the serialized score, less ticks would be less time. What am I doing wrong? Oh, unless every time it's coming back in, I'm thinking that the score is empty. I mean, that could be it. Let's attach again and find out. Oh, are we already attached? Stop and rerun. Sure. I think we might have been already attached. We'll do the same map just to keep testing consistent. Alright, so this was faster. That doesn't matter. We just want to see the data. So, get the score. Readable score, but score is empty. Why is score empty? Because I'm an idiot and I copy and paste too much. That's why. I copied the readable score line and didn't change it to score, so it was just writing only the readable score. Alright. Okay, this should solve that, and then we'll take a look at the 5 events from the trigger, from the stop zone trigger. Oh god, I actually have to beat the score, don't I? Well, I didn't. But this would prove it. It's still done it wrong. Oh no, it hasn't, because no, that's good. That's good because it hadn't actually serialized correctly the first time, so we could pretend it actually had no data in it, because it technically didn't. It just looked like it did. So this time we'll get one longer, so it should have the right data in. So 10 seconds is higher than 9 seconds. Or we're on 12.5 now, so now it should stay at 9 and not 12.5. Yeah, okay. But if I beat 9, it should then show whatever my new score is. Alright, I think we're there. Just prove it now. It's a good score, 817. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's the same score as the first one. Wow. The interesting thing about this, actually, in reality, it's more accurate than 817. I only show you a nice visual representation of that score by cutting off all the long digits, but it is more accurate than that. So if your friend gets 817 as well, you're actually probably not going to be bang on the same score, and one of you is going to be slightly faster. So let's go take a look at that stop zone, because it's causing problems. Not really. I mean, the game would work exactly the same either way, but why would I want it to fire that event 5 times? It doesn't make sense. So it's right here. What's a victory animation? Cool. Oh yeah, I do know what that is. It sets the core. So if the RPM and the velocity threshold and the vehicle is within bounds, then do that thing. So what would make that continue? I guess we could immediately say that it's not triggered anymore, and I don't know what would happen. We can give it a try. It can be the same frame. We can take a look. This doesn't feel like the best way about solving it, though. It did solve it. It did solve the problem. I think I prefer to do it properly. I think I want to do has stopped. And then we can do as stopped equals true. And then if not triggered or has stopped, then just return out. And that should solve it in the same way, but a bit clearer on what's happening. Literally 1 second. Okay, let's test this. Yeah. So we fixed a bug we didn't know we were going to fix today, because we didn't know it existed. That's pretty good. And we've got the license in. The license score, sorry. So I think it's working 100% as expected, so let's... You all ready for this? We get a little animation when we win. There we go, a little confetti. Awesome. All right, importing textures. We can quickly make a tool for that. Let's do that. That shouldn't take too long. Also, I'm going to cheat and Google. So Unity texture import script, texture importer. What's this? Modify import texture. Yeah, but I want the event. Here we go. There we go. So let's take that. Whatever's on there is probably enough for me to start with. Do we have an editor script somewhere? We do. Okay. So just to give a clear understanding of what on earth I'm making now, let me find the Trello board again. Should be here. Let's see if I've got something written on it. Yeah, depending on the file's location, decide which import type to choose, sprite or texture. So this came down to the fact that it's a 3D game. All the textures, by default in Unity, when you select 3D project, will import as just a texture. The problem is I'm working on UI 90% of the time so far. So I have to go and change it to a sprite every time. Now this isn't really the quickest way I could do this, so I think I'm going to make this importing textures. I'm going to call it, well, I just called it user interface specifically, and we're going to check when a texture comes in, is it in a folder that's got a parent of user interface? If it is, then we know it needs to be a sprite 90% of the time. Probably. Most likely, yeah. So let's paste that in. All right. So these guys, what I copied from Unity. Oopsie. Only process texture if they're in a folder. Invert core. Also, wow, that's literally what I'm making. What is the chances? Holy. What? That's perfect. They've made it for me. They've actually made it for me. Why do they to lower it? I mean, sure, let's do that as well. Must be if it's operating systems be different. I don't care about mipmap count, but I do have the texture 2D. Texture 2D. I want the texture settings, not the. Oh, it's got all of that. Is this a different texture 2D? No, I didn't know texture 2D had all the the inspector settings in it. Okay. So what do we care about? Sprite. How do we make it a sprite? What do they call that? Let's find one. I know I have a trophy somewhere. There. Texture type. Type. Get type. I want to set the type. I assume this isn't real. Ryder's been funny with me. Is that real? No. Let's go have a look how to... so Unity set texture type editor script. Oh, okay, you do it in a weird way. This never how I expected it to be, but I mean, we have the path here somehow. Oh, it comes from the base class. So we can grab that and we can set this to be sprite and then write it back to disk as that. And we only want to do that if it's there. Okay. Okay. In theory, looks good. It's literally re-importing everything for some reason. Oh my god. Oh my god. If I made a mistake here, it could be disastrous. It's running through every single texture right now and checking to see. I didn't see this coming. I also didn't commit. It's fine. I would be able to tell probably which textures I didn't touch, to be fair. I got my own texture structure, folder structure. It's taking its time, though. Taking its sweet time. What are you up to, Slanted Brick? You working on something? You working on your flight simulator of a simulator? I'm playing flight sim. Honestly, thought you'd be bored of it by now. If you say so. I'll have to take your word for it. Oh, yeah, that's true. Sounds a lot better. What on earth is this debug? Why is it there? What? Let's just open up Kraken and have a quick look at the disaster, the fallout. Do you reckon it changed every asset regardless? I'm gonna have to put this on the other screen because it's way too small on the... Okay, we're looking good. I don't see any assets anywhere in a weird place that could have changed. Nah, just my own assets. Which none of them were changed anyway because they're already set up right. So, that leaves one more test. Let's open up Photoshop. Let's take... I don't know, this. And save it. To here. So it's not a sprite. And then I wonder if I can just do it by moving it into the folder. Put it into the folder. Still not a sprite. Let's save it to the folder then. I guess I could have actually hit re-import and that might have sufficed. So let's save it directly into user interface. And it's a sprite. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. 2 victories in 1 session. And the confetti is coming. Let's just read it, make sure we did exactly what it said. Yeah, we did. We made it. Oops. Here we go. Woo! I wish there was a noise. That would be nicer. Actually, I think there is. Oh, I can't turn it on because you'd hear my Spotify. And then I'd get DMCA'd. Alright. Nailed that. Okay. That was nice and quick too. And Unity did most of the work for us. For once. Alright. What's next? Oh, we don't have too much. Okay, I need to get thinking. Let's have a little play of the game, see if we can come up with something. There's the trophies. Yeah, let's make a start on the trophies. So we just did the times, serializing the times. So now we want to compare those times against my pre-recorded scores of what I think the trophies should be set to, which probably will take a lot of time to figure out what actually feels good. But we'll just get the functionality down. So license data, challenge data. Each one of these should have, I guess, how can I do this? Shall I make a new class that specifies the 4 different levels, or shall I make an array and write a test to make sure that the array is always size 4? Shame you can't have like can you have a fixed array? A serialized fixed sized array? I think my first option was a new class, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, I technically could make that. Does Unity use a different array to... Oh, it does, doesn't it? I can't be bothered. It's overkill, right? It's overkill. Gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the trophy. It's the best trophy scores. Yeah, trophy scores. And these should also just be a string, right? Because that's how we serialize this stuff, so we need to compare it in the same way. Yeah. Yeah. Serialized field. This needs to be serializable from system. System serializable. Private string developer. We'll copy that and we'll make a bronze, silver, and gold. Hey Kevin, you say you watch a lot of streams. What is it that you enjoy most about watching them? Do you just lurk or do you ever interact with them? And if you interact, what kind of interactions do you like? I can try and set them up, and I don't think I will be able to until I'm an affiliate, but Yeah, I thought you might. Most of the questions, as in you ask what I'm doing, or... No, I was thinking more, you can get channel points, right? Once you're an affiliate. And then you as a viewer accumulate those channel points over time as you watch me. And then you can spend them. And then I believe I get the choice of saying what to do when you spend those choice. So I can give you options and you can spend them and then I can do stuff. So like I'll give you an example of I don't know if I said this if you were here for when I said it, but the overlay I actually built in Unity. I built that today in Unity. And it's overlaying the whole screen. It's actually a window. And you'll get to see some secrets right now because you can see it's right here. And I have some control of things, so I can turn off that preview or show it again. I can show the timer. And you can still see my stream behind it, but you can also see the timer. You can start it. You can stop it. That's all hidden behind the webcam. Sneaky. So I have full control. I can make you do whatever I want to my screen. As long as I can do it in Unity, you can do it to my screen. So I'm thinking maybe allowing people to do certain things to control the view by spending points. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's a good point. Might annoy people having too much control. Perhaps I just do something to the side panel rather than the actual view itself where I'm working. The chat takes up a fair amount of that area. Maybe inside my profile. Oh, I can't actually. Oh, I could if I made a separate Unity editor, a Unity program. The webcam's on top of everything. That's why you can't see the menu. But I could make another one, I guess, and control it over the top of that as well. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Call it the same thing because the class is right there. I just need to be in a different. Oops. Yeah, it's just because it's declared in the same. Ugh, that's annoying, isn't it? I love this song. What is it? Oh, Childish Gambino. That explains. Alright. So on our licenses now, we now have trophy scores, of which I have to put in. Oh no! I have to put in ticks. I'm not going to put in ticks. Am I going to put in ticks? I need some kind of edit to time record button that will do it for me, so I don't have to do all this manually. But for now, let's, I guess, put some ticks in here. Tick calculator. Thank you. That's a super easy thing to make. I feel like anyone who wants to learn programming should make something like a tick calculator. It's like you're gonna learn a lot from it while not really making anything, but you're gaining some knowledge. That's really funny. Okay, 5 minutes. I want 8 seconds. 160 ticks. Is that it? Yeah, look at that. You've done one. Is it this one? Is it the one I'm using? Map making. Oh, it's a French domain. I doubt it's you. I wonder what else they made. Generator. Duplicate. I have no idea what that does. UUID converter. So what? Oh, Minecraft. Kevin, did you make this? Minecraft username. You made this, didn't you? Actually need that calculator back. Yeah, okay. Oh, a second is 20 ticks. Is that what we're going with? Oh, wait, wouldn't it be... Yeah, bronze would be 9 seconds. Can I put a point in here? And is that a decimal place? Like... Yeah, it's halfway between. So that's 30 seconds, right? It's not just being stupid. You shouldn't... I always learned that you shouldn't convert time to decimal places, but... Maybe math has changed since my lessons in high school. Or perhaps it's beyond my GCSE grade math. Where are we? We're over here. Oops. It should be really easy to actually understand. So 160 and 155. It's actually really not that hard. Oops. Oh, I don't know why I'm playing. We haven't actually calculated any of that stuff yet. Okay. Where do we do this? So we got the license state. We got the best score back. Maybe that score utility. Yeah. Yeah, this will do it. This will do it. So we'll return trophy. Trophy type? Listen, right, it's a thing. I made it. I don't know, where is that? Trophy classes. Trophy type. I knew I made it. Oh, it's private. Oopsie. License challenge element trophy type. Well, that's not very specific to license challenge element, is it? So actually, it's like a core thing at this point. Not really core, but it's pretty core. Trophy type. It's core until I have a better place for it. But this is already a better place than where it was, so. Format that. Yeah, okay. So, trophy type. Did it even import it? Yeah, it did. Okay, clever. Don't know how it did that, but okay. I must have already been using a core somewhere. I don't see it, but I don't see how else it could have got that. So get trophy. And we'll pass it license challenge data and license score. And that way we can compare our score against the trophy score in the license challenge data. So is there a nice way to write this is my question. I'm gonna write it ugly and then see if I can fix it. So score equals, and it will have to do long.pass license score. So that's the ticks. Yeah, and we'll call it score for now. So if the score is less than the developer score isn't necessarily the smallest value here. What's the best way to do this? What is the smallest? Oh, easy. That's easy. Okay. So what? So what if it's not? Order by. We'll make it. We'll make it ordered by the. Oh, it's not a list, but it can be. Am I doing this right? So what I'm thinking is, we make a list. Trophy. Yeah, it's probably smart, right? Yeah. So challenge data dot trophy scores. New long array. Actually, not even new long, just new license score. No, string. It's a string, isn't it, to begin with? Developer. Bronze. Silver. Gold. Dot order by. And then but I want to, okay, yeah, no, let's do pass, oops, long.pass of those values, so we can at least have them in a numerical value. And then just order by, I think. Trophy scores. Trophy scores. Trophy score. Order by, import that guy from link. And it does need a value to go by, which is weird, just by R, yeah. Why R? Why did I pick R? That's a weird thing to choose. Let's just go with S. S for score. Why did I pick R? That doesn't make any sense. So I want to get the trophy. So we'll go back to this if statement here. So we know they're ordered by. We could go through a for loop. Oh, but we don't know which one they are anymore. Solvable. Okay. 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 We'll have to make a dictionary. So we'll keep these, but we'll map them to the trophy that they belong to. Oh, come on, stop trying to be clever. There we go. Resharper setup on this went sideways yesterday, and I haven't got around to fixing it yet, and it's just being a pain all the time. I love Resharper, but stop changing my settings. Okay, so it needs to be a string and then a type. So this one is trophy type developer. So it's not happy about. Oh, it's a long. Sorry. Yeah. So then we need to add the trophy types in each one, which is just bronze, silver, and gold. And now, can we order a dictionary? We don't have to. It's fine. We just do trophies dot values. Oh, actually, dot keys. Order by, and that's a new list anyway, so it won't mess up any of that dictionary. And then for var I equals, actually just for each. Don't need the I anymore. Score in trophies. Oh, trophy score in trophies. If score is less than trophy score, and actually up here we'll do trophy type trophy equals trophy type none. So by default you haven't got a trophy. We'll run your score through this for loop. We'll always return trophy. So if, why don't you like this? Cannot apply operator less than over a key value pair. It shouldn't be a key value pair. I said keys. Why is keys a key value pair? That should just be a list of. What? What values is value collection dot values. What? I want the list of keys. I thought that was the list of keys. Oh, it is. I ordered enumerable long. So it's a list of longs. And then we come to here to loop. Oh, I'm stupid. I had the wrong thing. I wanted trophy scores in there and then trophy score there. Okay. My bad. I was looping through the dictionary. That's why. I meant to be looping through this new ordered list. It didn't help that this was telling me that it returned a dictionary. Even though I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So if score is less than trophy score, then trophy equals the type. So that's just trophies and then the trophy score. So we're pulling that trophy type back out of the dictionary for this score. And then that should work. Who knows, but it should work. And it's impossible to unlock anything other than the first level right now because I have only set the trophies for that one. Okay, so let's see what it says from our current score. Oh, it won't unlock. We haven't visually unlocked anything yet, have we? Keep doing that. I need to actually use the function I've created. It won't just magically call itself. But I think that's going to do the job. So now we want to go to home state. And then we want to go license options. And then here, element dot set trophy. I think I know it's there. I think it's just private. Yeah, it was private. Doesn't need to be private now. Set trophy. There we are. And then we do license score utilities. Get trophy. And the first part is easy, it's challenge data. The second part, we're going to have to break this into best score. And we just need to take the line here that gets that best score, which is this bit here. We pass in the readable score there, but here we just pass in the whole score. Perhaps I just should pass in the not set trophy. Perhaps this should just take the string that is the score. I'll have to pass the whole object in. And then that just becomes... Oh, it's already called score. Well, it can be the same name, and then just... Yeah. Yeah, and then... Best score dot score. Alright. Let's see. So, I don't remember what I think it was 8:17? 8 seconds and 17 milliseconds? That would be what, a bronze? Maybe? Oh, I got an error anyway. That'll be... Take me to the line. Yeah, get trophy. Well. No, we'll put it in here. So if... I think that'll be because we don't have a score for some of them, so it will try and pass it and then fail. We actually can use try pass. I just need to figure out what the out long, so sorry, out var score. So we put that there, we do that, and if that returns false, then we return trophy. Otherwise, score should be available from now on. Perfect. That'll work. Oh. Cannot be null. Value cannot be null. Who's null? Trophies. How can the dictionary be null? I'm newing it. Excuse me? No, that's referring to the passing. That's definitely referring up here, right? Alright, we'll put a second guard in there before it even reaches that. That should solve it. I thought try pass. I thought that... Isn't that the point of try pass? Something else is wrong. Okay, I must be wrong in what I'm saying. String cannot... Sorry. Value cannot be null. Parameter name string. Utilities 37. It keeps coming back to here, which doesn't have any strings. Unless it's referring to something in here. Oh yeah, some of our... Whoops. Nothing happened. Some of our things don't have them. Yeah, these should all be try pass then. But try pass means I can't return it into the, but I have to do all of them outside of that. Shall we? Ooh. I know exactly what to do. In our utility, go back to pass. In our utility, where do I oh, I'm in the utility, perfect. Get string has a chance to return, you get the choice to return a default value. Ah, but yeah, 0. 0? Oh, that's gonna come back to bite me, isn't it? 0. Let's do it. Oh, that default should not be that. This one, however. Well, it's still good we guarded in the places that we guarded anyway. I mean, that's a fair thing to guard against. Oh, it still failed. What on earth is going on? Okay. Oh, because that's not where we're getting it from. I mean, that will happen though, so okay. We still did good. We just didn't solve the problem at hand, which is that these... Yeah, I have to go back to what I was doing. So that developer score equals try pass. In fact, it's not even that. It's out var developer score, which is a long... Oh, this is gonna look disgusting, but here it goes. If that or any of the other ones, which is going to be these, and then this is called bronze. Silver, gold. And each one of these needs an or after it. That should be acceptable. Weird. Oh, is it one too many? Yeah. There we go. So bronze, silver, gold, gold, silver, bronze, developer, return trophy straight away, yeah. And then we can put these variables in here now. Kind of sucky, but it does the job. Alright, this is just the ugliest thing, but let's try that. Okay, look, 817 bronze. That is what I guessed it was as well. If we can get under 8, I guess it would be silver. Let's check. Let's check the... Oh, you're gonna play again, aren't you? Yeah. Let's check the challenge data for the values that I actually did put in. So to get better than silver, we need to do better than 10 seconds. Or 8 seconds. Why does it say 10 there? Okay, whatever. 160. Oh, yeah, 8 seconds and 10 ticks. Okay. So to get silver, do better than... Let's shift them all up. So gold is that. That is that. Bronze is 190. Which is 10 seconds. Developer. Yeah, okay. And then the bronze is 190. Better than 10 seconds. Sure, okay. So 8.17 is probably like a silver now? No, still a bronze. Why is that? 170. 8 seconds and 10 ticks. Did I just miss out? No, it doesn't seem fair. What? Is there a bug in my code or? Stop doing that, Rider. God. Definitely not my fault. So, one time it came in and it said 0. What? Well, 0 is better than all of them, no? Yeah, 0 is less than all of them, so why would it come out bronze? If score is less than... Oh, because... Hmm. Uh... Okay. Let's see if this works, kind of winging it. But I made it check what the last score was so that we don't just keep checking forever. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, for some reason, that comes out as 0, even though I can clearly see it's, oops, 8 seconds and 17 milliseconds. For it to be there, though, shouldn't we have got a valid here? Let's breakpoint this. Yeah, so the readable score is 8, but the actual score itself is 0, which ain't correct. So let's go and set ourselves another score. Although I don't think I'll ever be able to beat this score now because it's 0. And didn't I in the utility say the default should be 0? It should not. Perhaps the default should be -1 as a show of failure. You can't go negative, so if can longs be negative? Yeah, they should be able to. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's U longs, I think, that are. Ah. Okay, yeah, so U long is positive, but long can be negative. Gotcha. That's what I thought. Okay, so -1. And when we come in here, and if I don't know, can I use that right after if or oh, sometimes C#'s really nice. What score is less than 0, then let's return out. Yes, perfect. And then when we're I need to remove all my player prefs. Why doesn't that exist by default in Unity? Or does it? Did they add it? Did they add it? Did they add it? They really need to add it. So sick of having to just go like Google the script for it. Oh, they did add it. Okay. Thank you, Frighter1. Not registered. Sorry, can't upvote you, but thank you. Okay, let's go again. This time it shouldn't fail. Okay, we've set our score. We've come back and it is not there. Why is it not there? It's empty. Why would it be empty? We had the serialized thing working. Also, oof, the file name is spelled incorrectly. Can we sort that out? Fixed it. Huh. All right. I think we're gonna call it there for tonight. About to hit 9 in the UK. We'll definitely be fixing this tomorrow, though. We will have it working Is this in the Trello? This is the main question. Where did Trello go? No, so let's add it here. So display achieved trophies. Display any trophy that you have achieved in the home views license challenge elements. Save that and we'll add it to the no reverse label. And then get some slight little music going. Thank you for watching. It's been a very productive night. We've got 2 cards done. And we'll continue on this tomorrow. Thanks for watching again, and bye for now.